Titanium road bikes. What makes a titanium road bike so desirable? This kind of it factor, this cool bicycle, this bicycle that everyone wants to ride, and they always say that it's this ultimate riding experience that is above aluminum and carbon. I've only been so lucky to work on a select few titanium road bikes that have been brought into my shop for service. Usually they're not the right size, but other companies like Lightspeed, Klein, even today's day and age, where Colnago offers a C68 with titanium lugs on there that's even more expensive than the other C68s. Titanium is this material that is held above carbon fiber and aluminum so much that this bicycle falls into that enthusiast or that niche category. So in today's video, I have here the BLACHEART road tie modern road bike here. And we're gonna talk about all the features on this bicycle, what makes a titanium bike so cool. And I get to build this bicycle up later on in another video and get to ride it for a long time, which has been always my dream to own a titanium bicycle. So I'm very excited. We're gonna put some modern components in there with some carbon wheels, and it's an absolute beautiful bike. You can just see the finishes on this bicycle, the welding marks here, the headset, everything on this bicycle, down to the bottom bracket weldings. Everyone always talks about other bicycles, how their weldings stick out. Titanium is known for the utmost finishes on the bicycle to be so damn near perfect. It literally looks like it's not even welded together. You paint this, it could pass as a carbon fiber bike. This is a modern spin to it though. The company BLACHEART is over there in California. They went ahead and sent this frame out to me to go ahead and review. With this frame comes a carbon fiber seat post and a 31.6 round seat post clamp. They ship it out with an NV front fork carbon fiber, which is a really high-end fork, and then their own integrated one-piece bar and stem combo in carbon fiber as well. So that's right, guys. You get a full titanium road bike with a integrated carbon fiber bar and stem combination. So not only is it this ultimate riding experience, but then you get this badass look of a modern road bike. So hopefully you guys enjoy, and we'll talk about how cool this bike really is. All right, so like I showed you right just before with the weldings on these titaniums, that is what the first thing what usually people talk about. Yes, they even have these brush finishes in here. You can see sometimes companies do like the rainbow finish on the titanium, but titanium, even outside the bicycle industry, is always known as this high-end material that is luxury. It's super lightweight. It's supposed to ride really nice. It's supposed to give you this kind of hum. But if you look at the weldings on an aluminum bike, they're always so massive and so bulky and just kind of just like blobbed on there. Yes, these are hybrids, but just to give you guys an idea, you see the weldings on these aluminum bikes right here. That's where the titanium kind of comes into play, and they say that it's super well finished, and they're able to achieve that because of the material that they're welding out of. But not only do you get that ultimate experience of people just drooling over your bicycle because of the way that's ultimately finished, but also you get a really nice ride quality out of the material as well. They say that this material will never, it has a better longevity than aluminum and carbon. It's highly recyclable if it ever came down to it, that you actually get some money back out of it as well. But also they say it has just a certain kind of hum to it. It just rides so well, and it really is an enjoyable ride. It's like people always have their race bikes, their endurance bikes, but if they really do say that you're a cycling fiend, this is like your drop top convertible on a beautiful beach day that you go out and you just want to show off on there, that maybe has a little bit of horsepower on there as well. The bicycle is absolutely gorgeous, and they added some modern features to take that titanium up to the next level. Gorgeous features. Now, before I go into a little bit more detail about the company BLACHEART over there, where they make titanium road bikes in race versions and also all road versions like gravel and endurance bikes, which you guys can check out. I'll put a link down below. We're going to get into some features and details about this bicycle right here. So like I mentioned before, they do send this out, this bicycle. This bicycle retails for $3,000 as a frame, and it comes with the integrated bar and stem and also an NV front fork and carbon fiber seat post. So you're getting a really high-end NV front fork, carbon fiber fork, and the cable is integrated that goes out of this fork right here. And then you have their own one-piece bar and stem combination. They do offer this bicycle in 9 different sizes that you can range anywhere from 5 feet all the way up to 7 feet. And you can go ahead and get into a live chat with the people over at BLACHEART to go ahead and help you pick out the right, correct size for you. While picking this for this bicycle, you can choose your bar width. Sorry about that, I don't know what happened. But you can choose your bar width and your stem length. I did a 110 by 40 while choosing at checkout, and I went with that for a little bit more of a modern times. They also do have this little bit of a integrated bar stem right here for your garment mounts, and we'll see how well this kind of routes down the road. I want to see how, with titanium, not with carbon, you're not able to get the bigger holes as we can see inside of there. So the routing for this stuff is going to be a little bit more precise on here, and we'll see how the headset bearings fit on there. You do also get your choice of a seat post. But not only that, if you didn't want to choose their own BLACHEART carbon stuff, which I'm sure is a little bit cheaper for them to make and also a little bit heavier, you can choose to upgrade to a zip handlebar or an NV handlebar as well. And you can go down that road, which will cost more money. You can also choose to have your front fork painted to go ahead and give your bicycle a little bit more characteristic. I believe that's a $200 plus upcharge. So this whole package, as you guys see right here, what you're looking at is $3,000 for just the frame set, the bar, and the fork. Now this is pretty much on par with today's modern bicycles. If you look at any kind of pro or not their top tier company, Specialized, Trek, Cervelo, you name it, Scott, their pro level frames or their mid tier level frames are going to be right around that $3,500 price point. But what this company does is not only do they give you just the frame set, but they also do give you the upgraded one-piece bar and stem combination as well. Now, if you want to get into full details and you want to spend more than $3,000, you can go ahead and reach out to this company and drop down on all their menus on their website and choose what kind of components you want for configurations. SRAM Force, SRAM Red, Shimano Ultegra, Shimano Dura-Ace. You can pick the wheels anywhere from Hunt carbon fiber wheels to Zip 353s to Zip 454s. You can choose a power meter, yes or not, you wanted to, and that will go all the way up to a build configuration of about like $12,000. So you can get this beautiful, enthusiast, gorgeous looking frame that not a lot of people will probably have and have all these top tier components on it. And like I said, you can hammer on these group rides if you wanted to, or you can go ahead and cruise and just have an enjoyable ride. Being that it is all aerodynamic with these aero bars, or all integrated with these aerodynamic bars, they even have the drop seat post stays to make it a little more comfortable and compliant, and then also a little bit more of an edged out rear stay as well to make it more modern and aero as well. They also kept the modern route going with their threaded T47 bottom bracket. So again, they're kind of future-proofing this. What you guys will see here is that you do need to have a front derailleur adapter on here. So this is a clamp. It's not a braze-on, but they do supply you with that. And the only downside to this bicycle frame is that it is going to be electronic only. It's not going to be a mechanical bicycle. So for all you purists or all you really, really enthusiasts who want to ride a titanium bike with a mechanical group set, I'm sorry, but you have to probably pick a different group set. You have your disc brake mounting system back here. You get all the bolts of that. And again, even the weld marks for the disc brake line right here is absolutely gorgeous and insane. I mean, look at the detail on that. It's really beautiful. You have the through axles for the rear stays, and you also have the through axles for the front fork. This is a new UDH derailleur hanger that's compatible with SRAM's new stuff. So if you wanted to put their T-type derailleurs on here, you can. Maybe there's a new group set coming out down the road that maybe uses this configuration as well. Who knows? But it is a future-proof kind of group set. And you can see they have their logo all around on this bicycle, their little black heart. Little bits and pieces, even on the front of the fork as well, which is pretty cool. So, limitations of this frame as well, like I mentioned before. It is only a threaded T47 bottom bracket. You cannot run mechanical group set on there. The max tire size you can fit on here is up to a 32C tire, which is more than enough for today's trendy modern standards. Max chain ring size you can put on here for a double is a 5339. If you wanted to run a 1x, it's a 50 tooth on here. So you don't get these crazy massive chain ring standards that you can put on here like the other modern bikes, but again, who needs them for that matter? A little bit about the company as well from BLACHEART. They are located in California. They do offer a warranty with their bicycles, which I think that shows that they stand behind their product, which why should they not? I mean, titanium literally does not corrode, and you don't have to worry about it being as fragile as carbon fiber. They offer a lifetime warranty for the titanium frame and also the seat posts, and a 5-year warranty on the carbon fiber fork and also the handlebar on there as well. So it really does show that they stand behind their product, which is very nice. A little bit of downsides of what I saw on this frame so far. Obviously, I have not touched anything on here to build it up yet, so I don't know how the configuration is going to run. This seat post itself, on the inside of it, it just seems kind of thick, and it doesn't really seem like a crazy nice carbon fiber seat post. I would think for $3,000, you get a little bit nicer seat post, but it is what it is. It's just like a very dense kind of carbon. Something you see on like a $2,000 carbon fiber road bike. And then also for here, which is obviously going to be very easy to do, but the tolerances for inside of here are much tighter than a carbon fiber bottom bracket. So when running this rear cable for the brake that goes through here, it pops out inside of here. I definitely have to go ahead and be mindful of where I run this, either underneath or above it, and have enough room for that spindle to go inside of there. Then I'll pop up out here. I'm sure these edges are going to be much sharper than a carbon fiber edge, so you have to be careful when running brake cables because sometimes they can snag and rub, and that can cause them to break if you're not careful with it. All right, so who needs an editor? But here is an example of their bicycle on page with a brand new SRAM Force group set and their own cockpit on here as well. As you guys can see, it looks like a modern bike. It literally looks like any other carbon fiber bike out there with the drop seat stays and the cables ran inside there. But again, you're getting an enthusiast piece that you're not going to see everyone in the group ride have on that bicycle. I also opted in for a 0-degree seat post on here, or a 0-degree setback. They do offer a 20-degree setback as well if you needed to. So the last thing I have to do is basically just go ahead and build this thing up and start riding it. This is going to be it. This is going to be the conclusion for the unboxing video of this bicycle and your first impressions of it. One thing I will admit as well, when first unboxing this bicycle, it is heavier than obviously a carbon fiber road bike. So just the frame alone in a size 54 weighs in right around 1,650 grams. Compared to modern day bicycles, let's just say the SLA because I know it so well, 695 grams. So literally 1,000 grams heavier. But again, you're not buying this bicycle for an ultimate lightweight on here. You're buying this bicycle for a niche experience. You're buying this bicycle for an enthusiast experience. You want to enjoy the ride while riding this bicycle. And that's all I have left to do and build this thing up. I have to figure out a group set I want to pick for it, either Shimano or SRAM. That's going to take me a little bit of money and time to get that group set, but I'm thinking about doing SRAM Force, the new stuff with a 1x, because I want to stay away from as many cable routing as possible. I'd rather not run a front derailleur with a clamp as well because I think it's going to look messy. So I'd rather just do a SRAM Force 1x chain ring on there and call it a day. And I think that bicycle's going to look badass. Maybe some gumball tires on there, but I'm so ready for this experience. I want to take this bicycle on like long rides, so we'll see how it goes. But anyways, guys, that's going to do this for this video. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. And if you guys are a huge fan of just beautiful works of art, dyslexia at its finest, check yourself out at Titanium Bicycle. They'll always get the attention of people at group rides. They'll always get your second look when walking by in your house, when the bicycle's just sitting there on the wall. Just the craftsmanship of all this work really shows people who care when making this bicycle. So anyways, guys, I'll put the link down below to their website down below. And thank you guys again so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.